The mountains are calling and I must go. Welcome back to the channel, back in the US to continue my project. Sipping my coffee. I'm in Whitesburg and I'm about to organize my stuff for my large format kit. For the first time over quite some time, I started using black and white film because I feel really connected to it for this project. And so after my first trip back in November, I came back with keeping on with black and white film and using HP5 as my main film stock. On my second visit to eastern Kentucky, I realized that coal mine culture ran far deeper than it first appeared, and that it had profoundly shaped the society people live between across the Appalachian Mountains. There are countless traces that still point back to the lives of miners, people who during the coal boom found work, but also sickness. As time passed and the boom came to an end, many of these places turned into something close to cemeteries, marked by those living with illnesses such as black lung disease and by others who still begin working in the mines at a very young age. Through my photography, I tried to find visual and human references that could embody this condition, so that the idea of apparent death would not remain only a visual concept, but become something deeply embedded in the society I was documenting. In Appalachia, there are people who do more than photograph a place. They preserve its memory. Malcolm J. Wilson is one of them. A legendary Kentucky photographer, storyteller, and mountain man, Malcolm has spent a lifetime giving dignity to the people of this region, building images and stories that resist stereotype and easy narrative. His work has never been about spectacle. It has always been about truth, presence, and humanity of the Appalachian communities. For me, Malcolm was never just a reference, it was a real presence, generous, grounded, and deeply supportive. He had already helped me once before, back in November, with a print. Then, once again, he became part of Apparent Death at a crucial moment, when this body of work needed to become something physical, something tangible, something final. The entire exhibition took shape in his home in Kentucky. That's where, together, we printed all the photographs for Apparent Death, turning a journey made of roads, encounters, and time spent in Appalachia into something I could finally hold in my hands. Prints that could breathe on paper and that carried the weight of the places and people behind them. Those photographs were then framed by his trusted framer, Larry, another quiet but essential part of the process, another pair of hands shaped by years of care and craft. And from that home, from that intimate act of making something together, the work continued its journey all the way to New York City, where it was eventually exhibited, and you'll see it soon. So when I think of Malcolm, I don't just think of a great Kentucky photographer. I think of someone who embodied a certain idea of photography, one rooted not only in seeing but in caring, not only in documenting but in preserving, not only in making images but in building relationship through them. In a project like Apparent Death, which tries to speak about fragility, memory, and resistance in Appalachia, Malcolm's help was never just technical, it was human. And the humanity stayed inside the work long after the prince left Kentucky.
Been in that building.
New York City, in Manhattan, on May 8th. And then there are, I don't know where, 17 pictures. And show you my idea. Large bottom, exactly.
7 by 27.6.
Just foam board. You can stick this one on the foam board.
Horizontal, it'd be that way more than it would be this way.
That's the most unique value.